Okay, State, you may call your next witness.
Abdul Robinson Sr.
Here we go. The moment you've been waiting for. Abdul Robinson Sr., the father, the alleged OG, the man at the center of it all, has taken the stand. And you got to hear what he said. Check it out.
Verbally and closely to that microphone. If you'll sit up a little closer. State, you may proceed.
Thank you. May I please court?
Yes.
Could you please state your name for the record, sir?
Abdul Robinson Sr.
Please stay close to the microphone and your voice up. Do you have any nicknames?
Yes, Blue.
And how old are you today?
54.
Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have 11 children.
What's the age of your oldest child?
34.
And your youngest?
6.
Prior to getting arrested, did you have a good relationship with all of your children?
Yes.
And are you currently incarcerated on a number of felony charges?
Yes.
On 2 separate cases?
Yes.
When were you arrested and taken into custody?
September 10th, 2020.
And have you remained incarcerated since your arrest?
Yes.
Have you been charged by the state with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder and solicitation to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of Damon Rothermel?
Yes.
And when did that murder take place?
I think on January 31st, 2019.
And there was the potential for you to be charged as a principal in that murder, is that correct?
Yes.
But you weren't.
No.
And you have co-defendants who have been charged with the murder of Damon Rothermel.
Yes.
And who are they?
Christopher Brown, Derek Hudson, Dominique Bonner.
And so you know who all 3 of those individuals are.
Yes.
Have you also been charged by the state with accessory after the fact to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And did that murder take place on January 15th of 2020?
Yes.
Are Hakeem Robinson, Abdul Robinson Jr., Leroy Whitaker, and Dominique Barner also charged with the murder of Charles McCormick?
Yes.
How are you related to Abdul Robinson Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Their father.
They have the same mother?
No.
Who's Abdul Robinson Jr.'s mother?
Angela London.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
Ebony Walters.
Who's older between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem?
Abdul Jr.
How much older?
About 4 years.
Do you recall what Abdul Robinson Jr.'s birthday is?
Yes.
What is it?
November 9th, 94.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
November 9th, 98.
So, same day, just 4 years apart.
Yes.
Does Abdul Jr. have any nicknames?
Yes.
And what are they?
Little Blue, Crazy K,
Does he also go by his middle name sometimes?
Kareem.
Does Hakeem Robinson have any nicknames?
Yes.
What are they?
Keeman, and Ksoo.
What's the Ksoo nickname for?
It's an entertainment name.
The rap name?
Yes, rap name.
Mr. Robinson, do you see your son Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he is wearing?
He's seated between these 2 lawyers right there with a beige suit on.
Let's pause right there. First of all, I couldn't imagine testifying against my own son. Let me know, fellas. What would you do in this situation? Let's get back to the video.
The record reflect the witnesses identified Mr. Hakeem Robinson.
Okay, the record shall so reflect.
And do you also see Leroy Whitaker in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he's wearing?
He's wearing a gray suit, sitting right next to his lawyer.
Is that which table?
Front table.
The record will reflect.
All right, the record shall so reflect.
You also know someone by the name of Dominique Barner.
Yes.
Is Dominique Barner related to your family?
Nope.
Were you friends with Dominique Barner's father?
Yes.
So how long would you say you've known Dominique Barner?
Most all his life.
Does Dominique Barner have a nickname?
Yes.
What is it?
Butter?
And do you know why he has that nickname?
No, I don't know why I have it.
Now, on April 11th of 22, did you enter pleas of guilty to the court in both of your pending cases?
Yes, I did.
And was that plea partially negotiated with the state?
Yes.
Now, as part of your plea, you agreed to cooperate against the co-defendants in both cases?
Yes.
Have you been sentenced yet on either of your charges?
No, I haven't.
Who ultimately will decide what sentence you get?
From my understanding, the judge.
And what judge did you enter pleas of guilty to?
Miss Salvador.
Now, in the Damon Rothermel murder case, where you pled to accessory after the fact, is that right?
Yes.
And based on that plea, when you were sentenced by the judge, did the state agree that we will drop the solicitation to commit murder charge?
Yes.
Is both the accessory after the fact and the solicitation a first-degree felony?
Yes.
So they're both punishable by 30 years.
Yes.
And in the Charles McCormick murder case, you also pled to accessory after the fact to first-degree felony.
Yes.
All right, and typically first-degree felony punishable by up to 30 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, as part of your pleas, did the state agree to cap the maximum sentence you could receive to be 20 years?
Yes.
Now, if you are to receive a 20-year sentence from the court, how old would you be approximately at the end of that sentence?
Say that again.
If you were to be sentenced to 20 years by the court, at the end of that sentence, approximately how old would you be?
I'll be close to 70.
And as part of your plea, did you have sentencing guidelines in your case
Yes.
that represent the lowest sentence the court should sentence you to, absent a legal reason to go below?
Yes.
And what were your guidelines in your case? Do you recall?
76 months to 20 years.
Now, even though cooperation provides a legal basis that allows the court to go below, does the court have to?
No.
Does the court have to follow any recommendation the state makes?
No.
And sitting here, do you have any idea what sentence you're going to get?
Nope.
Are you hoping for the best sentence you can get?
Yes.
On January 15, 2020, prior to the murder of Charles McCormick, were you aware of what was going to happen to him that day?
No.
Did you participate in any of the planning of the murder of Charles McCormick?
No.
Were you present when Charles McCormick was murdered?
No.
Did you know that was going to happen before it happened?
Nope.
When did you find out Charles McCormick was going to be murdered? Or, excuse me, when did you find out Charles McCormick had been murdered?
After I picked up Skyler and Butter.
So that would be Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner?
Yes.
You indicated you picked them up. How did you know that they needed a ride on January 15, 2020?
My son called me and asked me to go get Skyler a ride.
Which son?
Kareem.
Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Now, sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants, but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
I have a number of reasons.
What are they?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter. And, when my 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm going to come take her to the daddy-daughter dance.
Objection, hearsay relevance.
Overruled.
You can answer.
When she asked me over each year when I'm going to come take her there, and I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm going to come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me, when I'm going to come see him, when he begging me, please come see me, daddy. He want to teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. Things like that. My health issues.
What health issues do you have?
I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family, besides one person.
So have parts of your family completely cut you out?
Yeah.
When people know that you're cooperating, does that make it easier or harder for you when you're incarcerated?
Well, it make it harder for me.
What about when you get out?
Extremely harder.
Is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life.
Pause. How you feel about that? Back to the
The day
video.
that Charles McCormick was murdered on January 15, 2020, does that specific day hold any significance for you and your family?
Yes.
And why is that day significant in your mind?
It's the date that my son got killed.
Who was your son that got killed?
Willie Addison.
Is he your biological child?
No.
Do you still consider him to be your son?
Yes, I consider him to be my son.
Did Willie Addison have a nickname?
Yes.
What was that?
Lil Willie, Boss Goon,
Who was Willie Addison's mother?
Angie Lundy.
Same as Abdul Jr.?
Yeah.
What was the age difference between Willie and Abdul Jr.?
I think about 2 years.
Before Willie Addison was killed on January 15, 2019, where was he living?
He was living with me.
And what area of town was that?
Normandy, off Normandy.
Were Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson close to Willie?
Yes.
How close would they be? Would you consider them?
It was pretty close.
Did they consider one another to, in fact, be brothers?
Yes.
Where was Willie Addison when he was actually shot on January 15, 2019?
He was in the truck with me in the passenger seat.
Were you driving?
Yes.
And so Willie was in the front passenger seat?
Yes.
Was anyone else in the vehicle?
It was like 4 more people in the vehicle.
Who were they?
Abdul Jr., Moody, My nephew, Samuel, and Pooh Red.
Is Pooh Red Torgon Williams?
Yes.
Is Torgon Williams related?
Yes.
How so?
Cousin.
Now, did Torgon and Willie have a decent relationship?
I think they was okay.
Was Torgon Williams close to your son Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
How was Torgon's relationship with Hakeem Robinson?
Well, they had a pretty good relationship.
Now, when Willie Addison was shot, was anyone else inside the vehicle hurt as well?
Everybody.
Including you?
Yes.
After everyone was shot, what did you do?
Well, I drove to the hospital, and as I was driving, I could hear Willie making this guggling noise, and I hold his hand while I was driving, because I didn't want him to die, feel like he died alone. And I drove to Memorial Hospital, and when we got to the hospital, I got everybody out the car while I was shot, and helped everybody get, inside the hospital, because it was like people at the hospital really didn't want to help us.
Where were you shot?
In the back.
Where in the vehicle was Abdul Jr. seated?
In the middle row.
Was he shot?
Yes.
Where was Abdul Jr. shot?
In the head.
Did he almost die?
Yes. I think he did die, but he, came back.
What about your nephew? You said Sammy? Is he hurt?
Yeah.
How was he hurt?
Well, he got shot about 7 times. He's paralyzed right now.
And Torgon was shot?
Yes.
Multiple times?
Yes.
How long did Abdul Jr., since he was shot in the head, how long did he remain in the hospital?
He stayed in the hospital about 3 or 4 months.
After Abdul Jr. got out of the hospital, was he still physically affected by his injuries?
Yes, he had to learn how to, basically learn how to do everything all over again.
Walk again?
Walk again, talk again, everything. We had to go to Brooks therapy.
Did you help Abdul Jr. as he recovered?
Yes, I did.
Was Abdul Jr. Affected mentally by the shooting?
Yes.
How so?
I think it made him more angry. Like, I don't know if bipolar like was be the right word to use, but it made him it changed his mood swing.
Now, Hakeem Robinson was not in the vehicle when the shooting happened, correct?
No.
How was he affected mentally by Abdul Jr. and his family members being hurt?
Objection, speculation, personal knowledge.
Yeah. Unless he has personal knowledge, I'll sustain that objection.
Do you have personal knowledge as to how Hakeem Robinson was feeling after this happened?
Yeah.
Is that because he was living with you?
Yes.
How was Hakeem Robinson after this?
I mean, he was angry about it. I mean, we was all angry about it.
To the best of your knowledge, was Charles McCormick involved in the shooting of Willie Addison or anyone else in that vehicle, personally?
No.
After Willie Addison was killed, did Charles McCormick put out a song that personally upset you and your family?
Yes.
And what's a diss song or a diss track?
Oh, it's when you talk about somebody, somebody's dead.
Is that what Charles McCormick's song did?
Yes.
And who did it reference that upset you and your family?
He talked about Willie.
How did you find out about that song?
Social media.
Did you personally find it, or did someone point it out to you?
No, my son showed it to me.
Which one?
Both of them.
And that would be
Kareem and Hakeem.
Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Did Abdul Jr. or Hakeem Robinson, either one, talk about the song?
I mean, yeah, they didn't like it.
Are you familiar with a local rap group known as ATK?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself to be a member of ATK?
No.
Is Abdul Robinson Jr. part of ATK?
Yeah.
What about Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
Dorgon Williams?
Yeah.
And is Dominic Barner affiliated with members of ATK?
Yeah.
Was Charles McCormick part of ATK?
No.
Who was Charles McCormick affiliated with?
6 Block.
All right, another local rap group here?
Yes.
Did Charles McCormick have a rap name or a nickname that you're aware of?
Yep.
All right, and what was that?
A little buck.
How would you describe the relationship between the group 6 Block and the group ATK?
They didn't like each other.
They get along?
No.
Do they consider one another to be ops?
Yes.
Who do you know that had a desire to go after Charles McCormick based on that song?
I mean, I would say a few people.
All right. Anybody related to you or anyone else?
Yeah.
All right. Well, who would you think had the most?
The most, I would say Abdul, my son, both of them, Hakeem and Abdul.
In January of 2020, did Abdul Jr. Own his own vehicle?
No.
How did he get around?
Well, rent a car.
Do you recall if on January 15th of 2020, Abdul Jr. had a rental car?
Yes.
What kind did he have?
A Dodge Journey.
Did both Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson travel in rental cars?
Yes.
Did you own a car on January 15th, 2020?
Yes.
What kind?
Dodge Challenger.
What color was it?
Like reddish orange.
And the phone that you had on January 15th, 2020, what type of phone was it?
An iPhone.
Now, turning your attention back specifically to January 15th, 2020, did you get asked for help that day?
Yes.
And how did you get asked for help?
Well, I was asked to give somebody a ride, start a ride.
And who asked you specifically?
Abdul Jr.
And how did he get in touch with you to ask you that?
He called me.
Did he call you one time or more than once, do you recall?
I think he called me more than once.
When you spoke to Abdul Jr., did he tell you why Leroy Whitaker needed a ride?
No.
Do you know what area of town or Leroy Whitaker was in that you needed to go pick him up?
Say that again.
How did you know where to go pick Leroy Whitaker up?
Abdul Jr., he sent me a pin drop, a location.
What area of town did that take you to?
Arlington.
Was it a business area, a residential neighborhood?
Residential area.
When you went to pick Leroy Whitaker up, what were you driving?
Dodge Challenger.
And you had your phone number, that 866-2370 number with you?
Yes.
When you drove that Dodge Challenger over there, is that a car that's actually in your name?
Yes.
Prior to picking Leroy Whitaker up that day, did you ever speak to him on the phone?
Yes.
Did you get any information from him as well?
Yes. I called him and I think the location thing took me past the location, and I called him, asked him where he was at, and he told me what house he was in. It was a car in the yard, a certain car. I can't remember what the car was though.
Do you recall what the name of the road was where you actually went?
Or Townsend.
When you were driving on Townsend, did you see any police in the area?
Yes, I seen one police.
Where was that?
Say that again.
Where was that? Where did you see the police?
It was about a block or two from where I picked him up from.
Now, when you got to the correct location, what did you do?
Well, I pulled in the yard and called Scotty, asked him, where they was at.
Now, you said you pulled into the yard. What was at that location? Was that a home?
Yes, it was to the house.
Did you recognize that home?
No.
Did you have any idea who was living there?
No, I didn't.
Did Leroy Whitaker come out immediately?
No.
As you waited, did you reach out to anyone?
I reached out to Scotty. And, I got a little impatient. And I just asked him, where he at when he come, and he told me they was coming.
Did you reach out to anybody else?
Yes, I called my son, Abdul.
What was the purpose of contacting your son, Abdul Jr.?
I just wanted to know where they was at, what was taking so long.
Do you recall if that was a phone call or a communication by message? Do you have any idea? I know it was 5 years ago.
I can't quite remember.
Eventually, did Leroy Whitaker come out of the home?
Yes.
Was he by himself?
Nope.
Who was with him?
Butter?
And when Leroy Whitaker and Butter, Dominique Varner,
Yes.
when they both came out, how were they acting? How were they walking?
I mean, I would say a little urgent.
Do you recall what either one of them was wearing?
Yes, they had on some pajamas.
Do you remember any details about the pajamas?
Some Mountain Dew pajamas.
Did that look like clothes that you typically would see Leroy Whitaker or Dominique Varner in?
No.
Once they came out, did you let them into your car?
Say that again?
Did you let them both into your vehicle?
Yes.
After they got in, what direction did you drive towards?
Towards Arlington Expressway.
And were there still police in the area?
Well, I only seen that one.
Now, as you were driving away, did you ask them, or were you concerned about anybody in particular?
Yes.
Who?
Hakeem.
And why were you concerned for Hakeem?
I know that's his circle of friends.
Was it unusual in your mind for him not to be with them at that point?
Yeah.
Now, as you were driving Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Varner away, did you find out what had happened to Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And you found out the details about who was involved?
Yes.
And did you continue to drive both Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Varner away?
Yes.
And after getting away from that neighborhood, did you make a stop?
Yes.
And where did you stop?
We stopped, on Grand Park.
And what was the reason of stopping in that area?
Switch cars.
And were you able to do that?
Yes.
What car did you switch out of?
We got in a white Impala.
Who did the white Impala belong to?
It was my daughter's car, but it was in my name.
Why did you want to switch out of your Dodge Challenger?
I mean, after I found out what happened, we in an orange car, very noticeable.
Did you eventually make it back to your home?
Yes.
And again, that's on Brown Jersey Court?
Yes.
Do you recall around what time of day it was that you made it back to that location, approximately?
I mean, I can't say the exact time. It's like maybe, I can't say the exact time, maybe like 2:30 something up,
But in the afternoon?
Yes.
After you got back to your home, did you do anything else to assist either Leroy Whitaker or Dominic Varner?
Yes.
What did you do?
Well, I took the clothes they had on and left with them.
Where'd you go?
I went over there off Kings Road behind Burger King, put them in this fire barrel.
Did you set them on fire?
Yes.
And why were you doing that?
I mean, it was just my way to help.
Did you take either Leroy Whitaker or Dominic Varner with you when you did that?
No.
Do you recall if anyone else was at your home prior to you leaving to set those clothes on fire?
No.
So there weren't, or no, you don't recall?
I don't recall anybody though.
Did you return to Brown Jersey Court that night?
I can't remember.
Are you familiar with an address, 2203 West 12th Street?
Yes.
And why are you familiar with that specific address?
I mean, that's been my address. That's my grandma's address.
Has that house been or stayed in the Robinson family?
Yes.
Are you also familiar with the name House of Pain?
Yes.
Who came up with that name?
I did.
When was that?
It's back in the 90s.
What did you want to use the House of Pain name for?
Entertainment.
Is that a name that is still kind of used by the Robinsons?
Yeah.
Your family? Was Hakeem Robinson aware of that name, House of Pain?
Yeah.
Did Hakeem Robinson have an Instagram account that he was using back in January of 2020?
Yes.
Do you recall what his Instagram account name was?
It was Ksoo 23 times.
What about Abdul Jr.? Did he have an Instagram account?
Yes.
What was that?
K Crazy.
Do you know someone by the name of Shifan Hogan?
Yes.
Who is he?
That's my baby mother's brother.
Are you also aware of a music video called Bang It Out?
Yes.
And whose music video is that?
Hakeem.
Do you know where that was filmed?
Yes.
Where?
Downtown by the Chai House.
Were you there when it was filmed?
Yes.
Was it filmed prior to Charles McCormick's murder?
Yes.
Did you see that vehicle?
Yes.
That your red Dodge Challenger that you were driving on January 15, 2020?
Yes.
They call me Ksoo.
So right here, Abdul Sr. is listening to the song being played by the prosecutor. I don't know why they muted it, but I'm going to fast forward it.
Sir, in that video, the two firearms that Hakeem Robinson was holding, do you recognize those?
Yes.
Whose firearms who do they belong to?
Ksoo.
Were they real firearms?
Yes.
Did he typically use fake guns in his music video like that?
No.
After the murder of Charles McCormick on January 15, 2020, did you ever see Hakeem with that black AR-style rifle pistol again?
No.
Are you aware of a dash cam video that recorded the murder of Charles McCormick in this case?
Yes.
Have you seen that video?
Yes.
And the person captured...
Objection, sidebar.
All right, let me see counsel and court reporter at sidebar.
So the defense didn't like what he said, asked for a sidebar. Right now, that boy look nervous. Should be a damn shame. Sitting there, looking at your son. I don't know what kind of values this man have, but I can't see myself doing it. So he's laid out the motive. They got shot. One of his sons got killed, and McCormick made a song about it. Then he placed everyone at the scene. Ksoo, Scotty, and Barner. He's definitely giving them play-by-play. Let's see what's up next.
Now, Mr. Robbins, just a couple of background questions first. Leading up to January 15, 2020, Hakeem Robinson was living with you.
Yes.
And so you would see him on a daily basis?
Yes.
And as you have testified to, he's your biological son.
Yes.
And did you also see him after January 15, 2020?
Yes.
And when he was living with you in your home, did you become familiar with some of the clothing that he owned?
Yes.
See the types of clothing that he would wear?
Yes.
See him as he...
Objection condemned.
Okay, Phil, rephrase your questions.
Did you ever see him walking about the house?
Yes.
Did you see him in music videos?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the way he moves?
Yes.
Are you familiar with, or 5 years ago, were you familiar with the way his build was, his physical characteristics?
Yes.
And after January 15, 2020, you became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that recording.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
He battled with that. It had to hurt.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
After the murder of Charles McCormick, did you become aware of a post on Hakeem Robinson's Instagram account referencing something that happened?
Yes.
And was that posted from a nail salon?
Yes.
And after seeing that post, did you reach out to Hakeem Robinson, your son?
Yes.
And what did you want him to do?
I want him to remove the post.
Are you aware of any other posts Hakeem Robinson made to his social media around that time that concerns you?
Yes.
What was that?
It was it was another post of dude Lil Buck.
What did you see?
It was just the emojis on the bottom of it that said bye bye bye.
Say it again.
It was the emojis, the hand emoji saying bye bye.
That the nail salon owner that you reached out to him about? And by him, I mean Hakeem Robinson.
Yes.
Do you recognize that poster?
Yes.
Who is that in the post?
Willie.
Billy Addison?
Yes.
And whose Instagram account is that?
Hakeem.
I'm showing you states 229. Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes.
And whose marker is there that at the bottom of the photograph?
Willie.
Who's surrounding it?
Hakeem, Pooh Red, and Kareem.
Is Pooh Red again? Is that Torgon Williams there in the middle?
Yes.
Though some people may not believe it, even though you sat here and testified here today, do you still love your family?
Objection relevance.
Overruled.
Yes.
Is this easy for you to do?
No, this is the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
I don't have any further questions.
So now it's time for the defense. Let's see if they can expose Mr. Robinson Sr.
Okay. Cross-exam from Mr. Whitaker?
Johnson, may I please the court?
Yes.
You love your family, Mr. Robinson. That's what we just heard, right?
Yes.
I guess you love yourself. Right? Yes or no, sir?
Of course. Self-love first, right?
Over your children.
That's the law of nature. Love yourself first.
Okay. You're cooperating in this case, correct, sir?
Correct.
This is not your first cooperation, is it?
No.
You've somewhat made a career out of it, have you not?
I wouldn't say career.
Well, you first testified against an officer, Officer Eric Sinclair, back in...
Relevance.
Overruled.
back in 1999, right?
Did I do what?
You testified against Officer Eric Sinclair back in 1999.
No, I didn't.
You came forward with information.
Yeah,
The officer evidently didn't take it to trial, correct?
correct.
But your cooperation, your testifying to the federal government caused him to enter a plea, right?
I'm not going to agree with that.
Okay. Well, what you probably will agree with is that your sentence was dramatically reduced, right?
Yeah,
I mean, isn't it true that before you talked to the federal government, what you were facing back in 1999, you could have gotten up to life imprisonment, correct?
yes,
And it was reduced to 10 years, right?
nope.
Substantial reduction?
My time was reduced to 22 years.
How much did you serve?
About 10 years and 3 months, 4 months.
Okay. So from life to an ultimate actual serving sentence of about 10 years.
Guess what? It was a law change, and that's how my time got reduced again.
Well, and your cooperation, sir.
Yeah.
Right? So a pretty good deal you made for yourself.
Yeah,
You've also worked as a confidential informant for police, haven't you?
yeah,
And you're cooperating in this particular case because it will help you, right?
right.
Okay. And you were arrested, I think you told us roughly September of 2020.
September 10th, 2020.
September 10th, it sounds like you remember the exact day,
Yes.
right, sir? I imagine that was an important day to you, correct?
I ain't going to say important.
Well, it did cause you to be incarcerated, sir, right?
Right.
Where you've remained, correct?
Right.
And that was for your involvement in the McCormick homicide, right?
Yes.
When did they hit you with the Rothermel homicide?
2021.
Okay, so in 2020, you're facing an accessory after the fact charge for your involvement in the death of Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
And when they brought you in, you've agreed to cooperate, right?
Right.
But that didn't happen until 2022, correct?
Right.
That would have been after they put the second homicide on, right?
Right.
Now, in the Rothermel homicide, you're aware that Dominique Varner originally was going to testify against you, right?
Right.
And your involvement in what you pled guilty to as accessory after the fact in the Rothermel killing was that you admit you gave money to Dominique Varner after knowing he had just been involved in the shooting and needed to get out of town.
Yes.
And you're willing to admit that, correct?
Yes.
You do not admit, you do not agree with Mr. Varner's claim that you provided a gun and a car to accomplish that drive-by shooting.
Right.
Okay? You don't agree with that,
No.
right?
No.
Because based on your knowledge, sir, you understand that if you and I plan to do a crime together, whatever crime, we're both considered principals, right?
Yes.
And so you can stay at home. But if you and I agree to do a crime, and I do everything, but you help me, you support me, you do something, say some word that actually inspires me, that encourages me to commit the crime, you can be punished as if you did everything I did, right?
Right.
But you weren't charged as a principal in the Rothermel killing, were you?
No.
And so you were left with solicitation for murder. I guess you were originally arrested for that charge, right?
Yes.
And essentially, you understood that that charge, they were accusing you of trying to entice the murder to happen, right?
Right.
But they dropped that charge pursuant to your plea agreement, right?
Well, I think it's going to be dropped.
I'm sorry?
I think it's going to be dropped.
Okay. You just know you haven't entered a plea to it, sir, right?
Right.
That was not part of your plea agreement for you to enter a plea of guilty to solicitation for murder, correct?
Right.
Only accessory, right?
Yes.
And accessory after the fact, you understand, and you understood before you entered your plea agreement, that that's punishable by up to 30 years.
Yes. Yes.
And so when you have two of them, that means that you could be sentenced up to 60 years, correct?
Correct.
But in 2022, when you agreed to come forward and cooperate, they cut your exposure by 2/3, right?
Yes.
I mean, I've never been super great at math, but 30 plus 30 is 60, right?
Right.
And your plea agreement for the death of two human beings calls for a maximum of 20 years, right?
Right.
And your actual guidelines are only about 7 years, right?
Right.
And I think you told us that that was based on your age, your health issues, and you want to be there for your younger kids, right?
Yes.
Would you agree with me? You weren't there for your older kids.
That's why I know better this time.
Okay. You did grow up with quite a bit of respect on the streets, sir, didn't you?
Yep.
And you personally never met Charles McCormick?
Nope.
But you did know who he was, correct?
Yes.
And you knew in spring of 2019 that he had put out this rap song, correct?
Yes.
And you, as you told us, you were physically in the car when Willie Addison was killed, correct?
Yes.
And your son, Abdul Jr., was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And Torrigan Williams was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And all of you got shot, correct?
Yes.
And you explained there was somebody else there that was actually also shot and paralyzed as a result, right?
Yes.
And who was that again?
My nephew,
Okay, and what's his name, sir?
Samuel Cooper.
Samuel what?
Cooper.
Cooper.
Yes.
Samuel Cooper.
Yes.
Also shot with Willie Addison, with you all, and is now paralyzed.
Yes.
And then you also mentioned somebody named Moody.
Yes.
Do you know Moody's full name?
I think it's Antonio McLaurin or something like that.
Antonio McLaurin.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Were you aware that Antonio McLaurin wore a whiter on Mr. Varner?
Yes. Do we need to speak sidebar about that?
Okay, another sidebar. I just want to ask one question. Is she cooking or is she cooking?
Your Honor. And so I'm sorry, you told us another person that was in the car with you all when Willie Addison was killed and you all were shot was a person with a nickname, I'm sorry, give it to us one more time.
Moody.
Moody. And you believe Moody's full formal name is Antonio McLaurin.
Yes.
Okay. And my question to you was, were you aware that Antonio McLaurin wore a confidential wire on Dominique Varner
Yes.
in jail? You were?
Yes.
Okay. It's fair to say that you were vengeful after that shooting, is it not, sir?
Yes.
And that is, in fact, is why you were willing to be involved in what would become the attempted murder of someone named P. Money and that resulted in the Rothermill killing.
Yes.
Because P. Money, and do you happen to know his formal name?
No, I don't know his full name.
Okay. But you know who I'm talking about when I say P. Money,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
He was a target for you, correct?
Yes.
Because you did believe he was responsible for not only killing your son, Willie Addison, but hurting everybody else, correct? Including yourself.
Yes.
You were not personally there during the actual shooting of what ended up being the death of Mr. Rothermel and the attempt on P. Money, correct?
Correct.
But you have pled guilty to accessory after the fact for that death.
Yes.
And you have admitted to providing Varner with money in order to get out of town, correct?
Yes.
Now, we've heard you kind of explain that on January 15th, you end up driving your Dodge Challenger, correct?
Yes.
Over to the Townsend Road area.
Yes.
And you claim that you then picked up Dominique Varner and Leroy Whitaker, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I apologize for skipping around a little bit, but I just realized something I almost forgot to ask you about. How long have you known Leroy Whitaker?
I've known him for probably about a little bit more than 5 years probably now.
A little bit more than 5 years, sir?
Yeah, probably now.
Okay. And you were born in 71 or 70?
70.
In 1970, which makes you about 55 now, sir?
Yeah, I'll be 55 this year.
Okay. Now, back in 2020, I think you've already told us your son, Abdul Jr., was 25? That sound right?
It might be. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you told us, I mean, we can, if we have to, we can do the math.
Yeah,
I'm not
do
very
the
good
math.
at the math, but we can certainly do it. What year was Abdul Jr. born?
94.
Okay. So that would appear to make him 26, if my math is correct. Does that sound right?
26 now?
If you subtract, what month? 2020?
November.
Okay, so we'd use 2019, so that'd make him 25 at the time of the death of Mr. McCormick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That sound about right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that there's a 4-year age difference between the two sons, between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if depending on the birthdays, and again, we're talking November, so if there's 4 years, then Hakeem Robinson was 21 years old, right?
Yes.
When was Willie Addison born? What year was he born?
I think 93. I think I'm not 100% sure.
1993, which would make him 26.
At 2020, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And in 2019, when he was killed, he would have been 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Leroy Whitaker is substantially younger than all of them, correct?
Yeah.
And you always knew that from the little time that you did spend with him, correct?
Yes.
And Willie and Leroy Whitaker had no relationship whatsoever, right?
Not that I know of.
And Leroy Whitaker does not rap that you're aware of, correct?
Oh, no.
And with all of your testimony, though, you have not heard Leroy Whitaker specifically ever make any kind of statement that he wanted Charles McCormick dead, correct?
Correct.
And you have never heard Leroy Whitaker ever say anything to suggest he knew anyone was going to get out of a car and shoot Charles McCormick, correct?
Repeat that question.
You never heard Leroy Whitaker say anything that he would have any knowledge that anyone was going to get out and shoot Charles McCormick.
No, I haven't.
And sir, have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of dishonesty?
No. You said a crime of dishonesty?
And I'm sorry, let me make it easier.
Yeah.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony, sir?
Yes.
How many times?
2.
Nothing further.
Okay, cross for Mr. Robinson.
Mr. Robinson.
Your community up until this point, seated right there, right?
Say it again?
Your community, your family, those people that know you best in this world are in this courtroom right now, right?
I don't think so.
You don't see family sitting there?
Nope.
You don't see Hakeem's mother sitting there?
Oh, yeah, I see her.
Now, of course, she knows you, right?
Yeah, she know me.
A moment ago, you said that you are a 2-time convicted felon. And let's jump into the first time. In the year 2000, you were sentenced to 262 months in federal court, correct?
Yes.
Hakeem was an infant at that time, right?
Yes.
You go away for roughly 10 years.
Right.
Now, you said a moment ago that you disagreed about cooperation. You got what's called, the government filed a 5K, right?
Yes.
5K specifically is when somebody has provided substantial assistance in the investigation or prosecution of others. You agree with that?
Yes.
But you disagree that you got a reduction because of cooperation?
No, I don't think I disagree with that. She said testifying.
All right. You snitched on other people, you got a reduction, right?
Yeah.
All right. So years later, this case comes along. You get charged in the McCormick case, you get charged in the Rothermill case, and you initially plead not guilty, correct?
Right.
You fight the McCormick case for a period of time, right?
Right.
You have your attorney involved in depositions knowing the facts of the case, correct?
Yes.
And then your attorney comes to you and says, they're threatening to charge you as a principal.
Objection, Judge.
And the grounds?
Privilege communications.
For
Okay.
him to waive, Your Honor, not the government to say.
Okay. Well, then I'll leave it to Mr. Abdul Robinson Sr.
There was a point in time when these 2 murder cases are pending that you learn that the government is now trying to leverage you, threatening you with charging you as a principal in the Rothermill case, right?
Yes.
And that would have meant a life minimum mandatory for you, right?
Yes.
So, you agree, you cave, and astonishingly, for the second time, why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous case, you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Once again, you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve, for all of your crimes, only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've served a majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your 2 sons would have got you out of custody.
You say implicate him?
You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leveraged you with life on the Rothermill case, they had already arrested your son and said that he was the one that committed it, right?
Oh, no, you confusing me.
Okay. Let's break it down. You said a moment ago that the government sent a message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case and that you were potentially looking at life. You then decided to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. They asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So at that point, though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was a shooter, right?
I can't agree with that.
You also pointed out your other son, Abdul, the one that shares your name, Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr., right?
Right.
Before you decided to cooperate, you had also reviewed all of the phone records in this case, correct?
Yes.
So you had knowledge of what the government believed was happening in the case.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about Dominique Barner. Your words, he's a reliable hitman, right?
Yes.
For you to know that he's a reliable hitman, you must have used him as a hitman before, right?
No.
And how do you know he's a reliable hitman? Can't be the Rothermill case because they didn't kill P Money. So how is it that you know that he is a reliable hitman?
I mean, you hear things when you're in the streets.
And that's where you live. Not physically on the streets, but you are a street guy, right?
I have been one.
All right. And the marks of that are on you. You have bullet holes, right?
Yes.
You have tattoos, right?
Yes.
Keem has neither.
Right.
Not a single tattoo in his body, right?
Right.
Never been shot.
That's good.
Now, let's get back to Barner, your reliable hitman. In the Rothermill case, it's Blue. That's you, right?
Yes.
Now, you also go by OG, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Blue, Butter, right? Dominique Barner,
Yeah.
and Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
That's the trio. Blue, Butter, Brown. In the Rothermill case, right? Right?
Yeah.
Now, Chris Brown, his nickname is Crazy Chris.
Right.
You know Chris Brown, obviously.
Yes.
State. All right. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Robinson. I'm showing you it's been pre-marked. It's defense one. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
That's a picture of Chris Brown.
Right.
And you know that's a picture of Chris Brown because you committed crimes with him.
No.
You're denying that you committed crimes with him on the Rothermill
Objection,
case?
Judge.
Yes, I'm denying.
Okay, just a moment. When there's an objection, I have to rule. What's the objection?
I withdraw based on the way it was introduced.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask the question.
Chris Brown is a co-defendant on the Rothermill case, right?
Right.
And you pled guilty on that case?
Yes.
All right. Now, this photo fairly and accurately depicts what Chris Brown looked like in January of 2020.
Yes.
Defense offers with pre-marked as defense one.
Okay, so any objection from the state? Any objection from Mr. Whitaker? Okay, then defense exhibit will be marked into evidence as defendant Robinson's number 1.
That's Chris Brown, right? Can you see the monitor?
His monitor is not on.
It takes a minute.
Okay.
That's Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
Butter pecan skin. Right?
Yes.
Not Hakeem.
No.
Dreads down to his chin, right?
No.
He's got dreads, no?
Yes.
Some of that hair goes down to his chin.
Somebody hair on his chin?
Down to his chin.
Yeah, he got hair on his chin.
All right. Now, Chris Brown's right around 6 feet, maybe a little bit under. Right.
Yeah, he might be about 6 feet, a little bit on.
He's a skinny guy, too, right?
Yes.
He's also best friends with Butter.
Yes.
Crazy Chris, Chris Brown, and Butter Dominique Barner. Right?
Right.
Now, Dominique Barner, he lives that life, too, right? He's got wounds, he's got tattoos.
Yes.
He doesn't have a future in the entertainment industry.
No.
None of them do.
No.
Now, let's talk about work. Been out of custody since, roughly 2009, July 2009, you get out of custody on that federal case.
Yes.
In your life, you have never filed taxes, right?
No.
Judge, relevance.
Yes. Sustained.
never received a paycheck from a legitimate job.
Yes.
Now, the House of Pain, your Instagram handle is HOP CEO, right?
Right.
That stands for House of Pain CEO.
Yes.
That's yours from back in the 90s, right?
Right.
When House of Pain, that's my era, when House of Pain was big. Right?
Right.
That's not Hakeem's era.
No.
No. You had shirts that were put together, right?
Yes.
You even have like drawings where you tried to draw out the crest for House of Pain.
Yes.
And you were hoping to build that into something legitimate, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Legitimate. The emblem, correct me if I'm wrong, is an axe on the right side, right?
The what?
Do you remember the logo that you drew?
No.
To refresh your recollection, to take a look at what you drew?
Yeah.
Brief moment, Your Honor. Take a look at that. You know if that refreshes your recollection.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so the House of Pain logo that you created, it's got a house with bullet holes in it, right?
Yeah.
Below that, stacks of money, right?
Right.
A microphone.
Under relevance.
Yeah, how is this relevant?
Your Honor, do you want me to go sidebar and explain?
No, I'm going to sustain.
Okay. The House of Pain email that the government has talked so much about today, that's also yours, right?
No.
So House of Pain and everything about it is yours except the email address.
Yeah, I can't remember making no email address for House of Pain.
When the police searched your house in the U-Haul truck that was out there, they found T-shirts for House of Pain. They found other swag that you had made and these drawings for House of Pain, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
And again, your Instagram handle is HOP CEO.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's talk about Hakeem Robinson. Hakeem is 6'2", 6'3", your words?
Yes.
Well over 200 pounds?
Yeah.
230, 240?
About 230.
In 2019, an opportunity came his way, right?
Yeah.
He was close friends with another rapper by the name of Young and Ace, right?
Correct.
He's known Ace for a long time.
Correct.
Ace has gotten hugely big over the years, right?
Correct.
Now, at the time, Ace was signed by Cinematic, right?
Correct.
And at that time, Hakeem was lucky enough to get connected with Johnny Shipes, right?
Correct.
Now, this is the same guy that found Nipsey Hussle in California, right?
Correct.
Joey Badass, right?
Yep.
T-Pain.
Yep.
So this wasn't a small deal. This wasn't Charles McCormick's song that's out there. He had a legitimate record deal.
Right.
Now, we know from Charles McCormick that people in this diss rap and this drill rap, they will rap about things that they weren't involved in, right?
Correct.
Because you said Charles McCormick was not involved in this.
Correct.
Now, you also agree that drill rap, the type rap like the video, Bang It Out, that sells, right?
Yes.
And I asked you, and I think I asked you, and it was a couple years back, sells a lot better than happy rap, like Will Smith rap,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Now, you had hopes prior to manage Ace, right?
Yes.
But he didn't take you along.
No, he already had a manager.
And then your son gets signed in 2019, right?
Right.
He's off in California shooting a music video in December, right?
I can't remember.
He didn't bring you along either.
That ain't true, man. That's not true.
He did not agree to let you manage his career. Or is your testimony that he did, he wanted you to manage it?
Of course.
Of course not. He didn't want you to manage it.
Of course, he did.
Yet you weren't with him on any of those trips, right?
I was with him on a lot of trips.
You have no credits on any of his songs.
No, I don't want no credits on his song.
And Johnny Shipes is the one that is in the records as his manager. Right?
I would assume.
So let's now talk about the day before the murder. That white car that you already let us know, you drove that white car over to the JSO property facility, right?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Now let's talk about the motive of others. Your testimony is that Hakeem Robinson, who was not shot, who is not biologically tied to Willie Addison like you, that somehow he had more motive than the other people that were actually shot. right?
Say that again.
We're talking about the people that would have had a motive to be upset at Charles McCormick, okay?
Right.
You, Butter and Brown, Blue, Butter, Brown, I'm going to trip over that if I say it fast. You believe that he was behind Willie's murder, right?
Right.
Okay. So now Charles McCormick comes along and he's putting out a song. He's not signed to a record deal, right?
Right.
His song isn't getting any traction.
Right.
He's nowhere near the level of Ksoo, Hakeem Robinson, right?
Correct.
But your testimony is that was a motive enough for murder. That's your testimony, right?
It's this song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's a whole list of people that will be way above him to have the motive to kill Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
You?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You'd have no motive to kill a guy who's basically laughing about the night that you were shot.
I mean, not me. Shouldn't kill him, pro se myself?
Look, all I know is this. I'll put this in a question. You claim that the phone that's used by the shooter, that's registered in your name, right? Oh, excuse me, Darrell Watts. Right?
Right.
And we'll get to that. You allegedly burned the clothes that Butter had on him, right?
Correct.
You break through the police perimeter to pick up Leroy Whitaker and Barner, right?
Come on, man. You exaggerating, man. You know it wasn't no police perimeter, none of that. You exaggerating now.
I'm exaggerating that there wasn't drones and helicopters overhead
How would I know that?
because you were driving to the location.
And I would see a drone in the air?
So we'll agree. All right, let's say the JSO. We'll let JSO answer the question whether they had a perimeter and they had hundreds of officers trying to find the shooter that was running through neighborhoods.
You really think I would have went through there if I seen all those police and all that? A drone and a helicopter and all that? You think I would have went up in there with my car registered in my name?
You don't want me to answer that question. So why don't you stick to answering my questions and not asking me them? It's a life you live, right? You live this life in the streets, right?
Nah.
Or wait, are you telling me that you, as the patriarch of the family, that basically these kids come by and say, hey, Blue, go do this?
They didn't call Leroy Whitaker daddy to go get it. They called me. What if they would have called somebody? I would like to see how they would feel if they would have called somebody else to go pick somebody up. They didn't. They called me. If I would have knew something was going on, I wouldn't have never went.
All right.
Think I'm gonna go over there in my car with my phone and knowing something going on? I would like to been. If I would like to been involved in a crime, I'd like to know that I'm involved in a crime. Let me know that okay, it's a crime happening now. Let me know something. I was in the blind.
So you're a victim in this case, right?
I ain't gonna say I'm a victim, but I would like to know that I'm being involved in something and just ask for a ride.
All right, so then after you know about it, you're then cool with going to burn clothes, right?
Yeah, after I get to know about it, I was cool with that.
Yeah, what's a little bit of a felony? Destruction of evidence.
Yeah, I did it. I like Scotty. I did.
Definitely know you didn't call 911.
Right.
That conscience only grew later when you were looking at life.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about Darrell Watts. There's a bunch of cell phones that are in the name of Darrell Watts, right?
Correct.
And the phone that was used, now, it's interesting, the government, they asked you about a bunch of phone numbers, and you remembered it off the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
But the one that they had to tell you was 478-305-9583.
Objection, Judge.
What's the grounds?
The misstatement.
Okay. I will, of course, the jury will recall the testimony that came out from the witness stand, if you'll just ask the question of the witness.
You were asked about a bunch of phone numbers, and you were able to recite them, except for one that they told you, and you just agreed, yes. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's 478-305-9583, right?
Right.
Now, that phone's under your dead friend's name, Darrell Watts, right?
Right.
You paid for that phone, right?
Correct.
And in December, you paid something like $1,000 that you owed on that phone and others.
Right.
So whoever it is that had that phone, the shooter, you supplied it to him.
Oh, I didn't know the shooter had the phone. I didn't know. I mean,
So, Darrell Watts was your best friend, right?
yeah.
He was murdered.
Yeah.
To this day, you were not cleared as a suspect in that case.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained. Mr. DeCoste, just ask questions, please, that are relevant.
An arrest has not been made in the murder of Darrell Watts.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
Now, you've also learned that Torgon Williams was involved in the murder of Charles McCormick, right?
He was involved?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't know that?
No.
You were a co-defendant for a while. Your attorney's going to depositions. You don't know the other people that were implicated?
No.
Chris Brown?
In Charles' case?
Yes.
No, I never seen that. No, I don't know that.
Janera Smith?
No.
But none of them have been charged.
Right.
Now let's focus on the specific day of January 15th, 2020. Your words, you didn't see Hakeem that entire day.
Correct.
Didn't see him before, right?
Right.
Didn't see him after.
Correct.
Now you said that you were worried about him, right?
Correct.
Well, you have all these phone numbers that you have memorized. You didn't call any of them.
Correct.
But you were concerned?
Yes.
Common sense dictates that if you're concerned about your son, and that what you're saying is actually true, that you would have picked up the phone and called him. But you didn't do that.
Correct. I didn't.
Chifton Hogan. First time we've ever heard it's somebody you're related to.
I'm not related to him.
Okay, but it's somebody that's a couple degrees of separation, that's tied to the family, right?
He's my baby, mother, brother.
And you know from this case that he was never charged, right?
Correct.
Yet his DNA is inside of the car. Right?
Oh, I guess.
I'm not asking you to guess. I'm saying, do you know about the evidence in the case to which you pled to?
Some of it.
All right. Are you aware that Chifton Hogan's DNA is found inside of the car?
Yeah.
So you are sure now?
Yeah.
That would stand for the proposition that DNA can end up inside of a car without somebody ever being in it, right?
I'm not sure.
All right. So, your other son, Abdul Jr., he's not here right now, right?
Correct.
Your hope, something that has been discussed, you're hoping that in exchange for your testimony here today, that his case would be dropped. Right?
No.
You're not hoping for that?
I mean, if it do, it's good. I mean, but I can't say that.
So you're saying that that's not true, or you're saying it's not, or you're saying you do want your other son to be convicted?
No, I'm not saying I want him to be convicted. I'm not saying that I want him to be convicted. If they drop his case because of what I'm doing, great.
As long as you're protected, that's the most important thing for you, though.
When you say protected, what you mean?
The same thing that Mitch Lax asked you. You said, well, if they drop his, well, that would be great. But your number one priority out of all of this is you.
I think I'm number 2.
Sir, you come in here as a 2-time convicted felon. Because of these other cases, you'll be convicted at least 2 more times, right?
Right. Correct.
A lifetime of crime, right?
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
You'll be a 4-time convicted felon. You've already spent 10 years in prison and approximately 5 in custody on this,
Correct.
for a total of about 15 years in custody.
Correct. Let's not forget about the 10 years that I was out free and no trouble.
But then you got into trouble again.
Right. I was out free from 2009 to 2020, no trouble.
I understand, but coming in here today and going back to the question, your number one objective is protecting yourself.
Of course.
One brief moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Robinson, one more thing. The deal with Cinematic, that occurred right in the months before this murder, right?
Yes.
Basically, right around December, they fly him out to California. He's shooting music videos, but it's right around that time that he inked that deal.
I'm not sure. I don't remember him going out to California, so I can't say.
But you can say that that deal was inked right around that time.
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank
Brought
you.
to you by Daily Plug.